adjustment meeting for February 18th, 2020 into session. Can I have a roll call vote, please? I mean, a roll call.
Scott Cummings,
Here.
John Moreland,
Here.
Sylvia Oswald. Here. Francis Reddington,
Here.
Jeff Trueheart,
Here.
Dan Jansen,
Here.
Alexi Gonzalez.
I've had no ex parte.
I've had none.
I had one for the first case this evening. I explained the process to come up to the board and suggested that he should talk to his neighbors before coming here.
I've had none.
I've had none.
Okay. Could I have the approval for the minutes of January 22nd, 2020?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, thank you. No correspondence, no old business, new business. Can you please read the first case, sir?
Certainly. Case number BOA number 20-100008. Applicant owner is Jason Stanley. Agent is Chris May. Property address 2886 Merrill Boulevard. Parcel ID 180868-0000. Legal description of Lot 6 and the south half of Lot 5, Block 6, Jacksonville Beach Heights. Current zoning is an RS2. Motion to consider the City of Jacksonville Beach Land Development Code Sections 34-337E1E for 49% lot coverage and 35% maximum to allow for a pool and paver patio addition to a single-family dwelling.
Thank you. Could I have the owner or agent please come forward and be sworn in?
Are you guys both going to speak tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll have you both raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, if you guys could each, thank you, each state your name and address for the record, please.
Chris May, 12864 Southern Hill Circle East, Jacksonville, Florida, 32225.
Jason Stanley, 2886 Merrill Boulevard, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 32250.
Can I please have the hardship?
Yes, the hardship is at this address, the standard frontage is 75 foot, so our hardship is we only have 62 and a half.
Okay.
So it's an undersized lot. Correct?
Yes, sir.
It's
Wait.
undersized by 300 square feet. 7,500 square foot is what you're required to have,
That's 72.
and it's 72.
Okay,
Right.
that's all you got?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have any questions from the board?
Is this pool existing already?
No, sir.
Is this the absolute least?
I mean,
No, it's gotta be the owner. You're not gonna live with it.
Sir, we would like to get the 49% in order to build essentially a paver patio alongside the pool and then a walkway to the gate and to the backyard. So we would like to request 49. Should 49 not be possible, we could probably go down a couple percent and it could still work.
How long do you own the property?
I've owned the property since May of 2016.
Have you talked to your neighbors about it?
Yes, sir. Prior to the hearing, I submitted a letter signed by, I believe, 7 households on the street.
Yeah, Dan, I have it in front of me right now. I'll read it in the record when we're done.
And it basically states the wording of the variance and then that they're aware of it and they don't have any issue and they recommend
Do
approval.
you perchance know what the lot coverage exists right now as it sits with this big 2-story house on it? Because 35% is what you're authorized to have for everything.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know the existing percentage.
Did you
I
say it
will-
was 40 something?
Yeah, I think I can find the record.
I will note on the drawing there, you'll see there's a wood shed, kind of in the top left corner as it's oriented on the screen. That wood shed is actually gonna be torn down, so that will clear up, that's a 10 by 16 shed, so that'll clear up 160 square feet. That would be returned to, I guess, pervious, coverage.
So we're looking at the attachment there, 691 proposed impervious. So that's
Existing,
10%, existing, yeah.
existing's 33%.
You're
Existing
proposing,
is 33.
you're proposing 699 impervious. If you lost 7,200, that's less than 10%. So you're probably over currently.
So you're looking for 16 more percent lot coverage.
The proposal's for 49, so what's 35 have to do with what we're talking about?
I think 39, if 700, you should have 49, 10% off that would be 39.
He's got 33 now, he said. He said it's covered, the lot coverage is 33% currently. He's asking for 16% over that. 35 is the maximum that's authorized. And I'm with John, is this the minimum that we can utilize? Because to give that much lot coverage to a lot that's already almost at the max of the lot coverage. I understand there is a hardship of 300 feet. And the width of the lot is narrower than your authorized, which is 75 feet. Correct?
Any further questions for this?
Reading your diagram, you've got the pool in the center, you've got decking around all four sides. It looks like you've got a paver walkway that you want to put in that's going to go from the decking around to, what I assume is your front door.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And is there no access on the backside of the house to get to the pool?
There is access through a sliding glass door to that existing back patio, kind of shown on the cross hatches that look like a brick patio. So this would be for an access, for an outside access, so that you get access through the backyard.
Any questions?
I've got no more.
Okay. Thank you. Public part of this meeting is closed. It's brought to the board for discussion.
I'll read into what I have presented here from the applicant. He wrote the description as the 49% lot covered in lieu of 35% maximum to offer a pool paver addition to a single-family dwelling. Stated his address at 2886 Merrill Boulevard. To whom it may concern, I'm aware of the proposed variance of 2886 Merrill Boulevard that is being requested in order to build a pool and paver patio. I have no concerns with granting of this variance and recommend approval respectively. I got Rachel and Tammy, I can't read the last name properly, I think it's Event, they're at 2951 Merrill Boulevard. I have a William Condon at 2919 Merrill Boulevard. I have a Mark Blakely at 2790 Merrill Boulevard. I have Mike Hollis at 2823 Merrill Boulevard. I have Daniel Pastrana at 2822 Merrill Boulevard. I have Nancy Ramirez at 2918 Merrill Boulevard. And I have Ginger Bonnie at 2887 Merrill Boulevard. That's it.
Okay.
John, what's our principal proportionality?
The principal proportionality would have this, if it was a standard lot, it would be, a request that would be 48.6%, 46.8%. So it's a substandard lot, barely. Yeah, I think that the amount of ground cover that we want to put in is somewhat excessive.
Agreed.
I think it's certainly a reasonable request to have pavers around the pool. I don't think that's unreasonable. But I think you get by with less. He said 2%. 47% lot coverage in lieu of 35% maximum to allow for a pool and paver patio addition to a single-family dwelling as presented and discussed tonight.
I second.
Okay. Do we have a roll call?
Scott Cummings,
Yes.
John Moreland,
Yes.
Sylvia Oswald,
Yes.
Jeff Truitt,
Yes.
and Mr. Pennington.
Yes. The variance been approved as amended. Please have the next case.
Certainly. Case number number 20-1000010. Applicant owner Gregory and Lisa Phipps. Property address 127 10th Avenue South. Parcel ID 1761220-0000. Legal description, Lot 8, Block 92, Capitol Beach South. Current zoning is an RM2. Motion to consider the City of Jacksonville Beach Land Development Code Sections 34-340E3C.1 for a front yard of 14.7 feet in lieu of 20 feet required. 34-340E3C.2 for a westerly side yard of 4.1 feet in lieu of 10 feet minimum. 34-340E3D.1 for a one-bedroom dwelling unit size of 629 square feet in lieu of 700 minimum square feet, all to rectify existing nonconformities and convert an approved single-family use to a multifamily use.
Can I please have the owner or the agent please come forward to be sworn in?
If you guys could both raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And I need you each to state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Lisa Phipps. I live at 127 10th
Can you
Avenue
speak
South.
into the microphone? please?
Sure. Lisa Phipps, 127 10th Avenue South.
Thank you.
Greg Phipps, 127 10th Avenue South. Husband and wife.
Okay, can I please have the hardship?
The hardship is a narrow lot that currently exists at 50 foot wide by 125. It's 6250 square feet total. Do you have our survey?
Yeah,
Okay.
just, you have to bring that, it's a matter of record, you just,
Yes, I was just, oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. No worries, no worries.
And I'm assuming that this whole request is basically to bring the front building into
Okay.
compliance.
That's right. Heather asked us to do all those existing variances while we were applying for a multi-family variance, is what we're asking for.
Where is the multifamily going to be?
It currently is multifamily, but basically there's two separate detached buildings.
So the
We have no
two-story,
plans to change anything, we just want a variance of multifamily.
okay, so you want to have the two-story home in the back and also the front?
No, sir, it already exists. We
I
have.
know it exists, but you own that.
We do.
You own
You
the
own
whole-
both. Mhm.
You own both of them?
Yes.
so the lot itself is 6,250 square feet.
You got it. Mhm.
And RN2
Mhm.
requirement is 6,000 square feet.
That's right.
So it's, you're 2,250 square feet over, so there's not a hardship there.
Oh, okay. I'm really putting down what Heather asked, Heather Island and I sat in a conference and put down, what I'm really asking for that we are is a multi-family use. Because everybody on
Where's the apartment gonna go that's so small?
it actually already exists, the previous owner built it too small for an RM2.
Just had- can I add-
Excuse me, what's shown on the survey is the two-story wood and stucco garage is actually a dwelling unit,
Mhm.
and the one-story wood is also a dwelling unit. Two dwelling units on one parcel needs to be
So the apartment is in the two-story wooden stucco,
correct.
Correct,
and it's only 690 square feet?
that's correct.
That's the size of the apartment?
Yes.
How big is that? 25 by 24, 26 by 24. 26 by 24 feet.
One of the conditions that they're asking for is to variance. The minimum size for that is 700 square feet,
I understand.
and this is 629.
An existing,
It's an existing
Yeah.
problem.
when we bought the property, that's what it was.
You have no intention of doing any changes or building anything else there?
We're not intending to build anything else, sir. We're just trying to renovate the one-story wood building that is currently almost 100 years old. where we're living, yes.
Is it really that old?
Yeah, 1931.
Yeah, I knew it was before the land development code.
We are currently the only single-family home on the street because the previous owner applied for a variance to be a single family. We're not sure why he did that, but that is one of the, we just want it back like everybody else on our street. And Kathy, our neighbor, is here as well. She's also multifamily, and our neighbors are all multifamily in a multifamily zone.
And I agree that the front is 14.7, because I looked at it today, and the side yards are what you're asking for.
Right. That's just what exists.
But I have a real problem with a 629-foot apartment. I just can't imagine somebody.
So it's
It's above a garage is what it is.
So all those spaces above, okay.
right.
Yes,
It's existing,
It's existing.
Yes.
so it's a hardship because it exists.
It exists. I don't know what
there
it's
is no
called.
hardship, because the lot size is correct.
I understand what it exists.
But the minimum length
The
is
minimum
60
width
feet.
is where it
60 feet,
is.
yeah.
So the side yards, I understand, the front yard is already, it's built, 127 is built up to 14.7 feet. But as far as the apartment, the 600 dwelling, instead of 700.
So you're talking about 70 square feet in order to get them back to code where they'll be in line with everyone else.
What's the possibility of making that a 700 square foot apartment?
No, nothing.
Well, I mean, you have to, actually, I think it's for a one-bedroom, it has to be 700 square feet. Is that correct?
Correct.
What is it?
So
Is it
we
a
have to
one-bedroom?
add on
You
towards
have
the,
to, like.
Is it a one
construct-
bedroom now?
it is a one-bedroom.
And you'd have to add on where?
Towards the driveway, and there's a deck that we put on.
I don't know how you could do,
I
I mean,
don't-
we'd have to, well, one, we can't afford to do that, but two is, I don't know how you would add 70 square feet.
It's a cement block
I don't
building
think we can make them do that.
Based upon
for 70 square
when
feet.
this was built, I don't see why we would have to ask them to do something like that. We're just trying to be in compliance to the multifamily.
That's it,
I mean,
In the matter of record, you're not gonna make any changes or build anything.
right,
and we would put that into
Right.
our agreement here.
that's right.
And for that size of apartment, I see plenty of people wanting to live in that space they want to live in.
It's actually quite spacious, sir.
Yeah.
I guess you could look at it as an efficiency.
Yes.
Mhm.
I enjoy those amounts.
Does, anybody have any further questions for the applicant? I have none. None? Everybody good?
I was just gonna
Thank you
add
very
one
much.
other piece too, that, we did
Speak
talk
into
to.
the microphone.
That's okay. I was just gonna add one other thing to that, you know, like the previous, gentlemen that were up here, we also spoke to our neighbors about this, and they were all in favor, like we said. Our neighbor Kathy, who is here, actually submitted, a note, as you guys saw, and then just at the beginning of this, my other neighbor, who had to go out of town, who couldn't make it tonight, he wrote something as well.
I'll read that into,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
be part of the record.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
The public part of this meeting is now closed. To bring it before the board.
We got
We
one
call
card.
it.
Yep. Kathy Stearns at 983 Second Avenue South. She wants to address the board, and she supported the above agenda.
Yes, I'll be brief and. Ma'am, can I have you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
And then you just state your name and address for the record.
Kathy Stearns, 983 2nd Street South, Jacksonville Beach, Florida, 32250. Okay, I'll be brief. I'm right next door to Lisa and Greg Phipps. I share the easterly property line, the one that doesn't really conform to setbacks. Their house was there when I purchased my house in 1993, and they recently purchased the house next door, and they've been great neighbors. They've been very supportive to some of the things I wanted to do next door. You guys gave me a variance in October for non-conforming setbacks, and they came and supported me. Not only that, but they have greatly improved the property right next door to me. As a real estate broker, I appreciate that because that helps not only improve the value of my home and their home, but also enhances Jacksonville Beach. Since I purchased there in 1993, the beach has really changed and the neighborhood has really gone from a blighted area to a really nice, family, safe area. And a lot of that has to do with people like Lisa and Greg who come in and really make their home an investment and improve their property. I just want to say one thing about the multifamily. My property is multifamily. Everything in that immediate area is zoned multifamily. Right in back of us to the north, we have a huge apartment complex that was built, I think, about 8 years ago. And I think they may have about 30 units there. So that's immediately in back of us. So this isn't a single family area at all. It's multifamily, and I support their request. Thank you.
Just for informational purposes, everything east of Third Street is zoned multifamily.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
it's not something different.
Yeah, but yes.
If they wanted to do something to a single-family home, then they'd have to go before another board to get approval because it's a single-family home, just so you know. Okay? Thank you.
I got one letter to read into the record also. This is dated today, Tuesday the 18th. From John F. Swindell and Vicki H. Swindell, owners of 115 10th Avenue South, Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I have no objections to the variance request by Greg and Lisa Phipps, located at 127 10th Avenue South, Jacksonville Beach. We are out of town and cannot attend the meeting. It's both signed by both of them.
Thank you. Any discussion on this, John?
I think it's really basically just bringing it into conformity.
I'll second that right now.
So the lack of conformity is the hardship.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's very reasonable actually.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for some sort of motion then.
I move we approve 20-100010 as presented and discussed tonight.
I'll second that.
As a matter of record, they cannot make any changes or anything unless they come before our board again. Is that correct?
Any changes in the footprint, if you would like to put that in there?
Yes, I'd like to.
Obviously, within the footprint, they can make changes, but yes.
So we need
And I'll modify my motion to include the phrase
within the current footprint.
that any future changes must be within the current footprint.
Is that good?
Correct, yes, that would be fine. However, it would require them to come back before you anyway, because they would be increasing non-conformities, so yes, that's fine.
Is there a second?
I'll second that again.
Okay, can we have a roll call, please?
John Moore,
Yes.
Sylvia Oswald,
Yes,
Jeff Trular,
Yes.
Scott Cummings,
Yes.
Francis Reddington.
Yes. Thank you very much. Your variance has been approved. Okay, next meeting is Tuesday, March 3rd, and there are 2 scheduled meetings.
Scheduled meetings?
2 scheduled meetings.
cases.
2 cases. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I may or may not be here for that one. I'm doing early voting, and if I get out in time, I will be here.
Thank you, sir. I wish you would be here.
I will try. We close the polls at 6, so I should be able to get here, but I'm down on Beach Boulevard tonight instead of.
Vote off.
Right. Can't do that. This is Florida. This is Duval County.
We're not Iowa anymore.
No.
Adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, anybody?
Second?
Second.
No? All approved? Yeah. Aye.
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 Yes.
Okay?